I don't know how true this is. I tried to look it up on the Washington Examiner, but this page by this Instagram post says Washington Examiner article claims that approximately 82 million American men are registered OnlyFans users, with 4% spending money representing 65% of U.S. men with an account. So I got to do some math here, right? They're saying 82 million American men are registered on OnlyFans currently. How many men are in America? It says the population in 2023, maybe gone down or maybe around the same now, was 166 million. That means about half of every man in America is on OnlyFans. That's wild. This is why I say a lot of the problems we have in Western society is because, a lot of the problems we have in Western society, there's no fixing it. There's no going back, I'm pretty sure when ancient empires, whether it was Rome or Greece or Mali or whatever, once they started getting into the weird stuff, and they say empires fall when they start focusing on like the weird issues as far as like over sexualization or what should be legal and what shouldn't be as far as like sexually, that's when the fall is coming. And I'm pretty sure there were people like us, men that like to traditional relationships, and we want to be men, and we want women to be women, and we want our country to thrive. We like doing manly things. I'm pretty sure there were men at that during those times that were saying like, yo, we headed down the wrong path. But it was inevitable, right? I don't think any empire really lasted forever. So I do think the downfall of the U.S. will be the over-sexualization of our women and men not being able to control themselves in their lust, which is sad. Because ideally, just isn't a whole economy basically now as far as like women being whores and them wanting to put themselves out there for money because they think that they need to chase money. And we do live in a capitalistic society, so I can't really blame a good looking woman for wanting to use her assets as the way for her to thrive and live in society and be able to survive, right? But at some point, the responsibility falls on us as men to say, no, we're going to stop doing this. I made a video about it before. I'm going to put it right here in between this video when I make it a YouTube video. But I said, we got to start checking our brothers. We still got to start checking our friends, our fathers, our uncles, the people around us, because if you got at least 10 friends or 5, even if you got 5 friends, at least 2 of them are on OnlyFans sending a girl money for nothing, basically for nothing. And my thing is, porn addiction, that's one thing. All right, we can deal with that at another time. We can deal with the porn addiction at another time. But when it comes to this right here, we got to be upfront and direct, because there's no... Porn is free. You go on Twitter, you go on any of these websites, it's free. You can see that for free. Why are we sending money? Let me tell you, it's the psychologically thing. It's a psychological thing. A lot of times, I guarantee most of the guys who are sending women money, they're sending money to women that they either, one, is a celebrity and they know, like they've seen from following her content and been whacking off to her Instagram and all that stuff, and now they need something harder. Or two, they're sending money to a girl that they grew up with but never had a chance with, and they got an anonymous account that girl can't recognize them, but they want to get something that maybe they even could have got. They probably could have got a chance with her if they worked on themselves, went to the gym, developed some skills, developed some substance, working on their social skills. But they decided, nah, man. I'm going to just pay for it. Just pay for it. That seemed like the better way for me. I'm going to benefit off just paying for it. Fuck it. And to me, it's like, nah, bro. I feel like that's why I said, man, we need to check our brothers. We need to check everybody around us. We should not be spending money on OnlyFans. Now, like I said, you deal with your porn addiction at a different time. To me, when it comes to porn or masturbation issues, it's as simple as turning off your phone, picking up a book, going to the gym, doing something else, because you got to replace that time with something. Because we all know if you're a person that's excessively, I'm trying to tell you, as somebody who's beat this stuff, like as someone who used to be almost every night before I went to sleep, I had to rub one out every day. Sometimes I probably went 2-3 times a day getting off, rubbing one out, right? But I was best for a woman at the same time. So I was that type of guy, like, yeah, I was getting a large amount of women, but I got introduced to porn at such a young age that it messed up my mind, and thinking that every single day I need to be busting nuts. And this is why my little brother is taller than me right now. My little brother is taller than me because I spent so much time, choking my chicken. So that's why I be so adamant about getting guys on two better paths when it comes to this stuff, man. But like I said, to each his own. Everybody gonna do their own thing. Me personally, God wants advice from me. I'm gonna tell him, like, find something else to do and get control of your mind to where you don't constantly reach down and want to play with a penis, because that's what you're doing, right? You're playing with a Johnson. So you need to think of it as that way. If that helps you to think like, dang, okay, I'm reaching down and playing with a Johnson. That's a little bit, and then on the other end of it, you are also, what are you doing? On the other end of it, you also, if you're watching like a guy do something with a girl, you're basically in cuck mode. You're in cuck mode. Like our ancestors, if they seen a guy messing with a girl they wanted, they probably would have killed that guy. I'm not saying you should do that. That's wrong. But our ancestors did not go for that. Let me just sit there and watch. Like, bodies was caught over that type of stuff. So it just depends on what type of man you want to be and how you want to carry yourself, because sitting there and watching a video of another guy and another woman that you would want to smash, that's cuck behavior. So, hey, to each his own though, man. Hope y'all got something out of that.